It's one of the tensest places on Earth. It's where soldiers stare each other down across a painted line. Panmunjom isn't just a village. It's where the Korean War stopped, but peace never started. I'm Matt Haskell. I'm a high school history teacher, and I'm here to take you line by line through Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." We're at the end of the first line of the second verse, and we're going to talk about Panmunjom. Panmunjom is a small village near the 38th parallel on the Korean peninsula, but it's famous for one reason. It's where the Korean Armistice Agreement was signed on July 27th of 1953, which officially ended fighting in the Korean War. Notice, ended the fighting, but it didn't end the war. There was no peace treaty here. There was no reconciliation. It was just an agreement to stop shooting. That's why North and South Korea are still technically at war today. Now, the 1953 armistice established the Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ, which is a 2.5-mile wide, 160-mile long buffer between North and South Korea. And right in the center is Panmunjom. It's specifically the Joint Security Area, the JSA, where blue-painted buildings straddle the border. Inside, soldiers from both sides face off, feet apart, weapons ready. No smiling allowed. It's the only place in the world where two opposing armies stare each other down 24/7. Occasionally, diplomats will meet inside in the blue conference rooms. They sit on opposite sides of a polished table that crosses the border line itself. Despite the ceasefire, Panmunjom has been the site of violence and standoffs over time. In 1976, 2 American soldiers were killed in the axe murder incident when they tried to trim a tree that obstructed the visibility near a checkpoint. Defections have happened here. North Korean soldiers sprinting across the line under a hail of bullets. In 2017, a North Korean soldier was shot multiple times while escaping and survived, becoming an international symbol of the regime's brutality. Panmunjom is symbolic of the Cold War that never ended. It's a frozen front line surrounded by landmines and barbed wire and watchtowers. But Panmunjom isn't just a standoff point. It's also a place that's hosted moments of hope. In 2000 and 2007, and especially 2018, leaders from both Koreas met at Panmunjom to shake hands and talk peace. That 2018 summit between Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in made global headlines, and Kim became the first North Korean leader to cross into the South since the war. Even U.S. President Donald Trump briefly stopped into North Korea during a 2019 meeting, making him the first sitting U.S. president to do so. These meetings are often symbolic, and progress will stall, but they show how Panmunjom can be a bridge, not just a border. So why does it matter? Well, Panmunjom is more than just a village. It's a reminder that wars don't always end with treaties. Sometimes they just pause. It represents one of the last active remnants of the Cold War, and it holds the hopes and fears and futures of millions of people on both sides of the Korean peninsula. In a world full of conflict, Panmunjom is where diplomacy and danger meet face to face. So coming up next in We Didn't Start the Fire, we'll go to the next line, and it'll be Marlon Brando. So follow along to keep learning the story behind each of the lyrics and all those topics. That's Panmunjom, things you should know by being alive. Thanks for watching.